Today's news. Swedish journalist detained in Baku. 17th of April protester sentenced in court. Illegal detention of youth activists. Lawsuit opened by NGOs, Hajizadeh and Fatullayev, is postponed. Three Swedish journalists reporting on the April 17th opposition protests were detained by plainclothed officers. Maj Rahwader Street, Charlotta Wikström, and Charlie Laprovete were first taken to the Police Department number 39 and then to the Anti-Illegal Immigration Department of the Interior Ministry's Passport Registration and Migration Office. Radio Liberty correspondent Khadija Ismailova told IRFS today. Khadija Ismailova said that a Norwegian embassy representative visited the Migration Department yesterday and appealed to relevant bodies with regard to the situation of the journalists. These three people are employees of Pampas Production Film Company and came to Azerbaijan to shoot a documentary. This company has done this kind of filming in several countries. Radio Liberty submitted the relevant invitations for the journalists to the Azerbaijani embassy in Sweden, which was clearly stated that the journalists would be filming a documentary. The embassy granted visas to the journalists and sent the relevant documents to the Azerbaijan Foreign Ministry for accreditation. The journalists arrived in Azerbaijan on Saturday, but the Foreign Ministry is closed on weekends and they were unable to confirm their accreditation. On Sunday, they were detained, said Ismailova. However, the monitoring group of the Azerbaijan Press Council stated that there has been no registered incident involving mass media representatives at the protest scene, as posted on the Press Council website. Deputy Chief of Interior Ministry Press Service Elshan Zahidov told IRFS that the Swedes were taken to the State Migration Service, but the State Migration Service told IRFS that that was false. The protesters arrested during the April 17th Public Chamber Opposition Group protests were sentenced to various punishments by the Sabil District Court. Objective TV has heard that human rights defender Vidadi Iskandarov was sentenced to 15 days. Musavat Party Sumgayit City Organization Chairman Fakhraddin Abbas was sentenced to 7 days. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party member Hayal Rustamov to 6 days. Musavat Party Youth Organization member Rufat Hajibeli and Deputy APFP Chairman Gozel Baramlı to 5 days. 7 people were fined. These hearings were closed to the public. The Public Chamber Group, comprised of several opposition parties and other organizations, attempted to hold a protest in Sahil Garden yesterday. According to official reports, about 62 people were arrested during the protest. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party youth activist Jabar Savalanlı is being illegally imprisoned, reported his lawyer Anar Gasimov to Objective TV. According to Gasimov, Savalanlı's pretrial detention period expired on April 5th. The youth activist should be released if the sentence is not extended. Lawyer Anar Gasimov sent an appeal to the head of the penitentiary service Medet Guliev. The appeal states that Savalanlı's period of pretrial detention has ended, and his continued imprisonment constitutes a legal violation. Azerbaijan Popular Front Party member Jabar Savalanlı was arrested on February 5, 2011. He's being charged with drug possession, but it is widely thought that his arrest was politically motivated. Linked to criticism of the government, he posted on social networking sites. Today, the Baku Administrative Economic Court delayed the lawsuit filed by a group of NGOs, including the Legal Awareness Society, Media Rights Institute, Azerbaijan Barristers Association, Democracy and Human Rights Resources Center, and the Tender Monitoring Center, along with recently released youth blogger Adnan Hajizadeh and imprisoned journalist Enula Fatullayev against the Ministry of Justice and the Ministry's Penitentiary Service. The leaders of the aforementioned NGOs and media representatives arrived in court at 11 a.m., but Judge Fagan Ahmadov's secretary announced at 12:25 that the process was being indefinitely postponed due to the judge's health problems. The heads of these NGOs appealed to the Justice Ministry in August 2010, asking to meet with journalist Enula Fatullayev, bloggers Adnan Hajizadeh and Amin Abdullayev, all recognized as prisoners of conscience. The ministry refused to respond. Later on, the group sent an appeal to the Justice Ministry Penitentiary Service and the Public Committee on Supervision of the Penitentiary Service. Both said that they had no power to grant this permission. In 2007, Enula Fatullayev, editor-in-chief of Realny Azerbaijan and Gundalik Azerbaijan newspapers, was sentenced to 8.5 years in jail for threatening terrorism, amongst other charges. However, on April 22, 2010, the European Court of Human Rights ruled for his immediate release and financial compensation from the Azerbaijani government, €27,800. The Azerbaijani Supreme Court plenum has only partially fulfilled the decision.